right, I need everybody to open up to journal page 209 and 210. If you did not get a chance to do this by yourself, I would stop the video and try it by yourself right now, and then you can always follow along after you complete each problem. So let's look at the directions. For each number story, this is what you need to do. You need to do all of these things. You need to draw a picture, write a number model with a letter for the unknown, use a division algorithm to solve the problem, which I will explain, and then decide what to do about the remainder. Record the answer and write the number model with the answer. So you need to do all of these things for each problem. So let's get started with problem number 1. Jackson is buying balloons for a birthday party. Well, it just says party. Balloons cost $6 per bunch. How many bunches can he buy with $75? So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to underline the important information. So each balloon costs $6 per bunch, and they want to know how many bunches can he buy with $75. So I'm actually going to do my number model with the unknown first. So I'm going to do 75 divided by 6 equals B for bunches of balloons. So now you could either draw your picture or you could use a different algorithm or a different way to get your answer. So you could use partial quotient, right? So if I did it up here, I could do 6 divided by 75. And I know that 6 times 10 will give you 60. And I'm left with 15. And I know that 15 is not a multiple of 6, so I'm going to have a remainder. So then I know that 6 times 2 will give me 12. That's close enough, with a remainder of 3. So my answer is 12 remainder 3. So that's what I'm going to put on here. He could buy 12 bunches. Now, you can also do that in a picture. You can draw 12 circles and I would label them $6 because each bunch costs $6. Let me make this a little bigger so you guys can see. So now I'm going to write so we did the picture, we did the number model, we gave the answer. Now let's write the number model with the answer. So it's still 75 divided by 6, which equals 12 with a remainder of 3. And you might be thinking to yourself, why didn't I include the remainder when I wrote the answer of bunches? That's because in this problem, you have to ignore that remainder of 3. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you can't split up money like that. You can't buy another bunch if you don't have enough. They only had $75. They didn't talk about getting more money, so you can only split $75 until you run out of money. So the $3 isn't enough to buy another bunch of balloons because they cost $6 each. So this is an example of where you would need to ignore. Okay, let's look at number 2. Rosa is buying boxes to hold 128 of her DVDs. Each box holds 5 DVDs. How many boxes are needed to store all of her DVDs? So right away, I know that if I have a remainder, I have to round because I'm not going to break the DVD in half, and I'm not going to only box a certain amount and then leave some empty. Remember, she wants to box all of them. So right away, that will give me a clue that we're probably going to have to round the answer up. But let's see. So my number model would be 128 divided by 5, which equals B. And I'm going to do my work up here because I don't have a scrap piece of paper to do partial quotient, because that's the method that I like to use to divide. But you could use whatever method you want, and then I'll erase it when I go to draw my picture. So I know to get to 100, I probably have to do 5 times 20. So 5 times 20 would give me 100, and I'm going to subtract and I get 28. Now I know that 28 is not a multiple of 5. So I could get close, but I'm not going to get exactly what I need. So I know 5 times 5 is 25. So I'm going to have 25 with a remainder of 3. So I could write my number model with the answer. 128 divided by 5 equals 25 with a remainder of 3. Now, remember what I said. We don't want to leave these 3 CDs out, not in a box. She's boxing all of them. So that means I have to round 25 up. I have to round 25 up. She's going to have an extra box. There's going to be some room in the box, but she's going to have an extra box. So she needs 26 boxes. So if I were to draw my picture, I would have to draw 26 boxes. So 20. So, each of these boxes are going to have 5 CDs. Remember, each of these boxes can only hold 5 CDs. And it's important when you guys are doing pictures to label your work, because if you just left all of these boxes blank and you didn't put a number inside of them, I don't know how many CDs fit inside of here, because you'll see 25 CDs, 25 boxes, with 5 CDs is not 128. We have that one remainder box of 3. So if you guys did not draw the numbers inside, I wouldn't know that this box only has 3 CDs in it. So in this case, we needed to round the answer up because you needed an extra box to store the remaining 3 CDs. Okay, let's go to the next page.